What's up? Spangling and coffee. That's right. I'm out of. We're beyond Bob drumming today. We're hanging out with John Riley in spirit. Yeah, trying to go fast or work on going fast. But hi, it's good to see you. I hope you have many coffees. I have 2 thermoses at the ready to reload. But it'll be a fun day. Lots to do. Lots to do. With these fast tempo things, I notice like the way my kit's set up, everything feels so far away, right? When you're trying to go really fast. So we're gonna have to do a little tweaking today, I think. Siren, let's go. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a book and a half. There's a lot to it. Did you do the first book? His first book, what's it called? The Art of Bop Drumming, I think. It expands upon that like pretty quickly. It's like you're like taking swim lessons. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, deep into the pool with like rapids. It's a great book. There's a lot to it, but it's very, I want to say eye-opening, but man, there's a lot of good stuff in it. Right now what I'm doing is, I don't even have the metronome on right now. I'm just trying to really make sure my hand isn't, my arm isn't swinging and I'm not like tense. I'm not lifting up or anything like that. It's like it's relaxed, and I'm just trying to keep like the throw and then the close, you know. But now like with this comping thing, it's the exercises are just essentially put like start on beat 1, so put a snare drum and kick drum together, so like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 D D D D D 1 2 3, but unison, right? And then on 2 1 2 4 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 then 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 4, right? 2 3 then 4, and then it's gonna shift. So then it does like 1 2 3 4. Oh my gosh, 1 2 3 4 So it's like it's a whole like there's so many like it's like learning how to comp all over again. It's such a cool thing that it's very hard. And I'm imagining at really high tempos it's going to be insane. But yeah, you're working your way through the Art of Bop. Nice. It's such a good book. It really is very well done. I know there's a lot of like learn to play jazz drum books, but that's kind of like such a great book. And then if you can supplement with like syncopation stuff and you know all that's really good. But Al, I need to get back into more bop, just not anything any of my bands are doing right now. So time is limited. No, I feel that, Al. like I did like the rock band thing, and metal bands and wedding bands and all that stuff for years, and I never had an interest in this. Like I always like thought it'd be cool to eventually do it, but now like I feel like when the time is right, you'll just be like, I'm doing it. It's really interesting. Like if you force it or try to like work it in and it's just not happening, but you'll hopefully get a chance to try it. Sport inspired me to find the time. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something clicked last year where I was like, man, I always would watch jazz drummers and I go, I think I could maybe do something like that, but like just the time foundation wasn't there. So it is hard to find the time, especially as we get older, right? So much going on. When you start making progress, yeah, it's very true. He's a woman, 70 months. Holy crap, tier 3. Are you in a cake coma? Yesterday was He's a Woman's birthday. Hopefully you have leftover cakes. Anything worth doing is the truth. That's the truth. The biggest thing that I kind of wanted to learn how to do this stuff, not to learn how to be a jazz drummer, but to take all the independence and the dynamics and all the things that come along with it, like it really does make you think differently compared to rock or something like that. So just how relaxed I am now when I play compared to even a year ago. I have really bad TMJ. I don't talk about it, but like I don't know if you can hear it, but I can like pop my jaw like it's really bad. Like really bad. And sometimes like when I would stream back in the day when we were playing like rock songs and really fast stuff, at the end of a stream I couldn't like open my jaw, like just from the like the tension and playing. Like it was bad, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like this is not like, this is the dumbest thing to do, is to like just play like an idiot to songs that I don't know, and like just all this tension builds up in your neck, your shoulders, and your like for me it was my jaw. And so just like how this has helped me to play really from here down, and not rely on my upper body to like get these notes out. It's been a really eye-opening thing. Again, even if I don't become a jazz drummer, it's just taking the time to learn the value of what's in here and how to play it and the tradition behind it. It's pretty revolutionary, really, coming from, the punk rock drummer. Austin, hello. Happy morning. Of course, I have leftover cake. I don't know if I'm disappointed or excited for you. Part of me wants to be like, you should have no leftover cake. It should all be gone, right? But then I'm like, nice, you have leftover cake, right? You have it too, yeah? Yeah, the TMJ thing, I mean, I've had it since I was a kid. My mom has it really bad. And sometimes I would end stream and I couldn't open my jaw. I'd just be like, ugh. And then I'd have to like sit in the room for like sometimes 20 minutes and just like relax. And then I'd be like, I'd be like, oh, it sucks. But that's no way, I mean, certain rock drummers, like look, I always use Morgan Rose as an example, but I mean, that dude played so physically his whole career, and he's talked about it, like dislocated shoulders and broken ribs and broken feet, from playing fingers. He's a monster, but that catches up with you after a while, and it's like, it's not like, take care of your body so you can be playing, when you're 80, 90, if you get the opportunity to be around that long. You don't want to be just destroyed, just for the sake of like, oh, I hit a snare drum like a boss as hard as I could, when I was 30. So learning this stuff has really made me just think differently about this instrument, think differently about the tunings, how I mean, just so it's crazy. I'm a completely different drummer than I was. So if you can make time, I highly recommend it. At least just to try it, you know. If it's too, I had something in my pocket. I had a pencil. I thought I brought a drum key down. My wife finds drum keys in the wash, and then the dryer. I went to bed late. I was up playing video games. I'm bad. I'm a bad adult. Worked for a while on that too, relaxing and playing with less shoulder. Now I'm in a loud alt metal band, and I have to make big arm movements for the look. I know, that's the thing. You should check out. Do you know Al? Do you know Dave Elich? Elich. I say Elich, but I'm not sure exactly if that's his name. You should check him out. He's really cool. I haven't taken a lesson with him or anything like that, but I know people that have, and he's helped quite a few of my friends, and he's a really cool guy. Dave Elich. EILETCH, I think. Dave Elich. He's in California, and he tours pretty much all over. Like, he's played with like Mars Volta, Weezer. Like, he's kind of like the guy. He's all over the place, but he's got this whole thing about playing hard and relaxed. It's really cool. You should check him out. What game was I playing? I was playing Destiny 2, just by myself last night. I don't get to game too much. But everyone was asleep, and I was like, not that tired yet. I'll play for like an hour. And then it was like, I think I played for like 2 hours. So I went to bed later for me. I went to bed around midnight, and that's like 3 hours late. So, but I'm excited today. We're going to run through all the comping stuff. Let's do this. I'm not putting a metronome on just yet. I'm going to play through all these exercises, find a tempo to where I can play them, but where tension comes in. So I'm going to be adjusting, for each line. There's a lot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 of these. I got to wake up. The coffee's got to hit. We got to get playing. I'm not going to get to all of them. Maybe the first 2 pages I would like to do today. I don't want to rush into this and be like, let's go through the whole math book in one day. That's kind of stupid. Because I want to retain stuff. I want to learn it. So we'll probably just start with the first page, or the first highlighted things that John has. I don't know if you guys can, if I hold it here, if you can see it, but he has essentially this, and this is grayed out. So I think we'll maybe just go up to here today. A lot of these are similar, but I think we're going to get some good meat and potatoes. Potatoes, not potatoes. Potatoes. With the 5 things I've learned in 35 years of drumming. Simon, thank you. It's a lot. There's a lot. What do you call it? It's just like life, right? Like, you can always learn more. You can always change. It's never too late to try new things, or, shift your focus around. A lot of people need to remember that, It's easy sometimes to just kind of go with what you know and just ride that for a while, but it's a good thing to change, especially on an instrument, to keep it fresh and keep you creating new things. It's fun. Woo! All right, here we go. So again, these aren't going to be exciting, but I'm going to start with just a ride, push a little bit, and I'm trying, especially these unison notes when they're together. Whoops. I want this one. It's very easy, at least for me, what I'm noticing when I watch back, I flam. I'll do like a, you know, like a kick and snare, like just a little off. They need to be dead on. And that sounds easy. You might be like, well, just play them together. When you're playing a rock beat, you know, even if it's a 4 on the floor thing, that's harder than it seems, right? To play that perfect kick and snare together, because you're different heights. It's wild. But throwing in like this odd time stuff at fast tempos, not odd time, but the jazz time. Whoops. It really throws off my control over my hands and feet. It really does. It's so wild. So again, just taking it easy. Got a long day of hopefully good practice. I woke up and we were chilling. We were on the couch. We were looking at pictures from when the kids were younger, and we were watching birds and squirrels and deers from the window and having a nice calm morning. It was very nice. So now it's time to work a little bit. And we're going to see Guardians of the Galaxy tomorrow. Or tonight. It'll be a fun day. Simon, it's so hard, right? Because I'm focusing on like technique here and trying not to be tense, which I am, trying to relax my shoulder. And then what suffers? It's so funny. When I try to do a flam, I can't. I'm like, perfect. But when I'm playing the beat, I'm like, oh. Right? It's always the way. This is really hard. This is really hard. It's so wild how much, it's almost like you're in another dimension, right? Like, in this one dimension, you can play and you feel confident and you're like, I'm awesome. In this other dimension, everything is so fast and like double crazy speed, so it's like you don't know what to do, right? Even though it's the same kit, it's the same thing. You know, if you're playing this, you know, it's a completely different thing. But you've done that a million times, so you're good. But in this new dimension, it's like you can't play drums anymore. That's what it feels like. It's somewhat frustrating, but also, I think we all chase like that feeling when we were like first starting out, right? Like a teenager in our basement or whatever. Like discovery period. It's like to find times in your playing where you have that, where you notice growth or you find things you can't do and then you work through them. It's a cool feeling, you know, and to not be comfortable. It's a good thing on the drums, and it's hard to find once you get older, you know, or if you've been playing for a long time. It's really fun. It's really hard to find that feeling again. We're gonna go. I haven't done these yet, but we're gonna start splitting up the notes. So we're gonna do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then it does like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've never tried these, and we'll bring the metronome in later and really see where we're at tempo wise with each one, and I'll make notes just so I know, right? I got to know my limits. So it's going to be different for each one of these. So finding out which ones maybe are easier, which ones are harder, why are they harder? I tend to find that I have a hard time finding beat one with this stuff. That's my biggest takeaway right now is as the tempo increases, I can't like just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't do that. You can't be sitting there. It's like it's like counting every note. So I gotta feel one, how I feel one, and other, like, I'm not counting when I'm playing along to like a John Mayer song or something. Like, no one really does. It's John Mayer, you know. You're not like going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and maybe when you're first starting out, but I'm not at that point with this where I can just like feel one, and that's what I'm trying to do. It's why I think working through these will help me really understand and feel one without, you know, knowing that I'm working on feeling one. I'm making no sense. It's the morning. These are weird. They feel so unnatural. Like it's just not part of my vocabulary. All right, next is unison. It looks like two notes. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's the next kind of like figure. Playing two kicks in a row, but playing a note on the first one. Unison and then single. Flam, right? Ooh, that's weird. Bach, that's the saddest thing I've heard ever. I'm so sorry. Isn't it the worst when stuff isn't in the right quality? I can't watch stuff. Bach, I understand if you're like, Dan, I'm sorry, but I just can't. It's like, I probably look better though, right? In low def. Dan in HD is not something you want to see. You know, get all my nose hairs. Who here has to trim their nose hairs today? I should probably do that. The quality on Twitch compared to YouTube is night and day. YouTube, yeah. No, Simon, it's true. I appreciate you just watching on all the things. But, yeah, Twitch doesn't compress 1080 60 as much as 1080 60 on YouTube does. I'm learning. I tried some test streams with the new encoder that we have. If I stream on YouTube at a higher bit rate at the full resolution, it does look actually way better on YouTube. But I gotta put a lot more upload, and it's a bigger resolution. So Twitch has it down, I think, for like people just streaming gaming like from their PlayStations, or you know, they've made it super user friendly, and the quality for that is pretty awesome. And I think that's one of the reasons they're stuck at 1080 60 at 6,000 bit rate, is because they've managed to keep that looking pretty darn good. And YouTube, I feel like, wants you to do 4K. I think like their whole thing is like they don't really bother with 1080. It seems, you know, they're like, just squash it down. Like they want the big. They're more formatted for like higher resolution stuff. Like to them, the 1440 or the 4K stuff is kind of what Twitch's 1080 looks like. It's kind of cool. It is interesting, but yeah, Twitch doesn't compress it as much. Ova, you trimmed mine a couple days ago. Nice. I gotta do it. Sometimes it catches and you're like, oh, it's the worst. Authenticity. That's right. The ugly nose hairs. My eyebrows are getting a little out of control. They're always out of control. I don't trim my eyebrows. Do you guys? I should probably. I'm getting to that point where I definitely have hair growing out of my ears, nose, and probably have to trim my eyebrows. I remember as a kid going to the barber, you know, and I'd go with my dad, and it was like a father-son thing. We'd always go to the barber, and Russell was my barber, sweet dude. And you'd walk in, and there's all these like old dudes just, you know, talking about, you know, Bush, Clinton, Ross Perot, arguing about politics, the good old-fashioned way, and having discussions, I guess, but arguing, but not like being super crazy. Anyways, but I'd be sitting there waiting my turn, right, and I'd be watching. I'm like, why is he like all up in his ears, and why is he cutting his eyebrows? That's so crazy. Didn't understand. Now I totally get it. Because my barber would always ask, do you want me to trim your eyebrows? And I was like, whoa, that's wild. But, you know, these like 70-year-old, 80-year-old dudes. And it's having, yeah. It's growing along. No, yeah, that's how I am right now. I feel like, look, I mean, that's pretty long, right? But my eyebrows do this weird thing. They like curl up. I got weird eyebrows. I've always had these as a kid. My sister has them too. We got them from, my grandpa had that kind of eyebrow. I pick a single eyebrow hairs as they somehow enter my vision field. That's crazy, yeah. Oh. It is weird. Like, yeah, like certain hairs, they just come out of nowhere. Right? And you're like, what the heck is going on here? And isn't hair like dead cells? It like adds up over time or something? I don't know. It is weird how, at least for me, like I lose hair here and like get hair other places, and I'm like, what the heck? Go back up there. Maybe gravity is this, just like, we're tired of trying to fight gravity. Let's just start like growing where we can just hang down, right? Uh, you just comb hairs out and then trim them like it's a barber. Yes. Yeah, I trim. Well, see, that's the thing. I always wear hats, so I don't really worry about it. My ear hair. But sometimes I'll like catch myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh snap, I got, we got, we got a runaway hair, right? Super long, yeah. It's weird. It's weird. And then I worry about trimming ear hairs and it getting stuck in there. And then I'm jamming in ears, in my ears all the time. I'm like, am I like got a bunch of hair in there? The old dudes with brushes. The bushes, yeah. Speaking of Quisha, like he's got a massive, beautiful facial hair thing going on, but that makes me wonder, you know, 30 years from now, this is gonna be that thick in places. But here's the thing, like for my beard, like how people are like, oh, like you can go buy a beard trimmer or whatever, like a whatever, like a Wall or Braun or whatever. And I've gotten them over the years. They don't have enough power, like the little sickle bar things in there. They don't cut my beard. Like they're just kind of like they don't do anything. Like I think once you get to a certain spot with like your whiskers get so thick, I have to use I use like professional, what do you call it? Hair clippers, right? I just ordered a new one because my other one crapped out. I used the Wall Icon one. It's like $80, but that's the only way I can cut my beard. The only way. That's the only thing that'll actually like cut. Those little beard trimmers or whatever, they don't do jack. I haven't tried the Manscaped things. They probably work too, but they're marketed for more, like younger kids. So as you get older, I don't know. I need like a shop vac to, invent a beard trimmer. That'd be awesome. I need shop vac to make me a vacuum for the house. Like a straight up shop vac, like just right. But I don't care how big it is. Just I don't want to have like the tube and pull around the thing, Yeah. And I need them to make me a hedge cutter. Straight up though. Straight up. These are problems like no one warns you about when you're young. It's like, yeah, you can cut your beard now, whatever. Enjoy your little kid's toy, These are thick, man. They're rough. If I went to Walmart and bought like the little trimmer thing, it'd be a joke. Like, what the heck is this piece of crap? It doesn't do anything. Yet there's like the 20-year-old that's like, oh yeah. It's like, cause you got little wimpy beard, Women's leg hair stuff. For what? What, like softening it? Maybe? I do find like if I shampoo and like really use like conditioner and let it soak on there for a bit and then cut it, it's a little easier, but it's just so thick, right? Of 8 years crapped out last week. Oh no! Right? Same with mine. I had to buy a new one. But mine, like I said, was hair clippers. What killed my hair clippers was COVID. Once COVID hit, I started cutting all my boys' hair. I still cut their hair. I give them all haircuts. And my dad's hair. So, like, my razor, whatever, went from, like, I shave, like, once a week, maybe, to now I'm a barbershop. So it just, they die. Built-in lights. That'd be awesome. Like lithium ion. Oh my gosh. That'd be amazing. I kind of want it to be gas powered though. Like, That'd be funny. New trimmers work exactly one time. Yeah. You talk about like the Walmart ones. Yeah. That's why, well, you can don't get them at Walmart. Get like the Icon make sure they're professional grade trimmers. And I know they all say like professional grade, but like make sure they're like certified by like hair place association or something. I don't know what I'm saying, but like I've bought like cheap hair trimmers thinking like, oh, these will work, and no, they don't. They don't, like, the motors or the gearing just doesn't have the juice. You know, you gotta get the ones with the crazy. Crucial, what's up? Crucial's like, what is happening here? What's going on? Oh, the electric trimmers, razors for. I didn't even know they had those. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think if I have seen those. I doubt. T-trimmer, whatever the barber used, I think were fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But those, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I do fades. I can do all the haircuts. I do all the things, guys. I know I could do a pretty good fade. I'll be honest. It started out when I was giving haircuts. Oh man, I shouldn't say this, but the boys, when COVID hit, and I was like, guys, you need a haircut. So I really didn't know what I was doing, so I just put on like number 2, I think, or like whatever. And I was like, Meh. And I was like, oh crap, yeah, that's right. So they all had like crew cuts. They were all running around like look like little bald babies. It was so funny. They're like, Dad! And I'm like, all right, in a month it'll be better. It'll grow out. But it was COVID, so you didn't see anybody. But now, like, you know, I got better at like, now I know why it slides and all the things. If you do it right, you can get pretty good at it. So, yeah, now I'm not gonna lie, I can give a pretty decent haircut. Trust me, it's just like drums. You got to go through that period of like, look, man, you're gonna look a little weird for probably a year. But I'll get better. I had a bunch of test subjects. My dad was just happy he didn't have to go talk to the barber. You know, he was just like, "You'll cut my hair." I'm like, "Well, it won't be but I don't care. I just don't want to go talk to anybody." So I'm pretty sure I just cut his hair last week. It is good to see you, Crucial. For real. I hope all's well on your end. 2 feet of hair to shave in your head. Good times. Yeah? I've had hair down to here when I was in college. And everyone makes fun of me. When they see the pictures, they were like, oh. I used to ride motorcycles. So when I put the helmet on, my hair would, if I hit a certain speed, it would start like, and it freaking hurt. So I was like, I gotta cut this, you know. I'd just be like, oh, going down the road, getting like attacked by my hair. It was awful. So I had to go. A year? That could be pretty long. I'm sure it looks amazing though. But we'll get back to it. It's fun to talk about this stuff. Just the more you know, right? The more you know. Feed children. Yep, I understand. They eat like what, every 30 minutes? Things, but doing okay. Ah, dude, I hope it's all good though. Crucial, let's go. I got a new episode's coming. I promise. It's been forever. It's legit. I keep going like, oh, I haven't done a podcast in like a week, and it's been months. It's been way too long. So I'm doing a video podcast about like the last year and everything. So we'll talk about it. It's on YouTube. It should be. Yeah, it should be on the YouTubes, Simon. It's called Don't Touch My Drum Set. If you type in !podcast, it might pop up. If I'm a good streamer, I'll have a link. But yeah, it's on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all that. Nope, that's the old one. That's a good one too, though. We stopped doing that, sadly. That was a fun podcast. But the new one isn't up there yet, I guess. See, I'm a bad streamer. I'm just worrying about my uptempo jazz. Uptempo jazz. That's all you think is about up-tempo jazz. All you wanna do is go really fast when you're playing your up-tempo jazz. That's a good song. They don't write. They don't make them like they used to. They really don't. All new songs are just people talking with some pitch. That's all they are. They suck. Stupid. All right. So we're on Beyond Bob Drumming, page 24. First time we're trying this. I'm going to go up to the top of page 25, actually. So this is a new thing. I'm just trying to find limits, trying to push. I'm trying to feel one. So we're working on comping. They're just quarter notes. This isn't anything crazy, but it's really hard to do when you're playing, when you're trying to focus on keeping the ride fast and relaxed. So this is a whole new just realm of, I mean, if I slow it down and play it, it's the easiest thing in the world, right? It's easy. Crucial, thank you. So this stuff isn't hard, but at high tempos, it's again, I feel like I'm learning how to play drums all over. So if anyone has questions or anything like that, please ask. I love talking about this stuff. Talking about it really helps me understand it more because you guys bring up sometimes things that I don't really notice or think about. So yeah, just chill. Practice if you want. That'd be awesome. But there's 4 of these. So it's essentially 3 with the snare, 1 with the kick. Whoops. Man, who does that song? Billy Joel? No, there's an older version. Isn't there? My phone's not in here. There's an older version. Isn't there? Maybe it is Billy Joel. And I'm just really old. And that was probably like 80 years ago. Billy Joel is like vintage, right? It is Billy Joel? Oh my gosh. What? Okay, I hate to ask you guys to do this, but what year did it come out? It's not like... I'm not a big Billy Joel, I guess, expert, but... In 1983? Holy crap. I was going to say like that came out in the 60s. Doesn't it kind of sound like... Wow. Read a book, Dan. Yeah, right? That's what I thought. Maybe not, though. I've played that in bands for years, right? September of 1983. Nice. You were 4? Nice. I was 1. I was about to be... No, I was about to be 1. No, yeah. I'm November 82, so I was about to be 1. I was probably... pooping my pants when that song came out. I can guarantee you I pooped my pants on that day that song came out. Yeah, it's got a little doo-wop in there. Just like my diaper did. Sorry. Don't be gross, Dan. Don't be gross. All right. Here we go. Yeah, Liberty DeVito. He's a sweetheart. He's always at the Delaware Drum Show the past couple of years, and um, last time I was at the Delaware Drum Show, I didn't go to the last one, but the year before, um, Bernard Purdy and Liberty DeVito were signing stuff, and I got there a little early, and Bernard came. He's like, "Dan, come here." He's like, you gotta buy my book. And I go, "Bernard, I bought your book." Like, I had bought it at another thing. And he's like, "Yeah, you should buy another one." And Liberty will sign it. And Liberty's like, "Oh my God." He's really a nice guy. He's a sweetheart. But yeah, he's usually at the Delaware Drum Show hanging out. Cool dude. Great drummer. Bernard's a sweetheart. He's a salesman, though. He's a salesman. He's good at it. He's good at selling. I almost bought a book again. He almost got me again. No, it's a great book. It's called "Let the Drum Speak" by Bernard Purdy. He's a sweetheart. I've known Bernard for since probably 2005, I think. He's a good dude. He's very nice. And one of my favorite things that he's ever done, it's an album. I don't even know if you can get it anymore. It's called Purdy Good Cookin'. P-U-R, it's like Bernard Purdy, D-I-E, Purdy Good Cookin'. And it's him playing with his band live in Portland, I believe. So good. It's so good. It's amazing. Say wappa wappa. Yeah. Do you know how Bernard came up with that? I mean, it's pretty well known, but he tried to imitate the sound of the trains going by his house when he was a kid. He wanted to make a beat that sounded like the trains. That's what the train sounded like to him, right? Was that halftime shuffle. Neat, right? If you think about it, it's like, oh my God, why didn't we do that? It's on Spotify? Let's go. It wasn't, Crucial. That's so cool that it is on there. Everyone go listen to it. It'll make you smile. There's a song called Mama's Cooking that's really good. He's just like, my mama. Speaking of, for Mother's Day. Red Beans and Rice is really good. There's some really good songs on there. But it's Bernard like singing and drumming. And it's a fun record. All the titles are, it's an album about food. It's really good. It's really good. Tasty drumming too. Pretty good cooking. Listen to it 1 million times. Or buy Bernard's book. All right. Oh, what I was saying, this is really hard because if you guys try this, it's on eBay. Nice. I have a physical copy. I don't know if he still has any of them out there, but yeah, it's a good. I used to listen to it in my car. But this is tricky because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Put the kick drum on 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't seem that hard, but at high tempos, I just found out it's very difficult. And then it shifts, so we're going to do like 2, 3, 4, and then we'll shift it all around. So it's hard. I was tempting fate, just seeing what's happened. I can't. Not that fast. I don't have that control yet. It's not there, but we're getting there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Sometimes I do too constant. I'm cheating. Sometimes I'm going bad. Shame on you, Dan. It's so unnatural, Buzz, right? It's so weird. Oh, it's good though. It's really one. I find like the coolest thing about all this is like doing it in the moment. Sometimes like it's like riding a bike. Do you remember that? I mean, maybe you do, maybe you don't. Remember that feeling of like when you head balance on the bike for maybe the first time, like the training wheels are off and you're like, I'm doing it. Oh my gosh. There's like that split second of like, I'm doing it. And you could feel the balance. You could feel your, pumping the pedals, and you could feel the inertia and all that stuff. And you thought about it for a second. You're like, I got it. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's what this feels like. There's moments, or in drumming in general, where you're like, you lock into something. And you're like, crushing. It's like riding a bike, right? Like you fall down so much, but you get glimpses of what it feels like, and then slowly you can hold on to that glimpse maybe longer than the last time. But it's very hard. It's very hard. It's a very hard instrument. But it's cool though, right? When you have those moments of clarity, when you can sit, when you can kind of, it's not like an out of body thing, but it's like, hey, I'm like doing it right now. I'm kind of doing it. It feels good, Ow, my brains. Brains. Do you remember Plants vs. Zombies, guys? It was good. I was watching an old Conan sketch. He was doing this thing for like, I don't know, he was reading an ad and he was playing Angry Birds. And you hear those sounds. My ear's itchy. Hold on. I have like, maybe it's a ear hair. I don't know. Every now and then my ears, allergies maybe. I'd be a groove and all of a sudden I'd be adding a beat here. Yeah. You know what's funny is even to picture the best drummer that you can think of. They do that constantly because they're trying new stuff or they're, or that's part of it, right? It's like Alfred says, why do we fall, Master Wayne? So we learn to pick ourselves back up, right? But adding things in there, it's like your brain is like testing. I'm using all these references, but your brain's testing the fences like velociraptors, They're learning. So when you mess up or you're grooving and it's just your brain going like, what would happen if we did this? And you're like, stop it, brain. And it's like, well, let's just put an extra beat in there, see what happens. Let's just see. Your brain does it subconsciously. It's curious and loves chaos. Now I'm going to shift it to 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now the kick drum will be on beat 3. Ugh. You take the hands out of the equation, right? It's easy. All right. I still have that song in my head. I wonder, did Liberty play on that? I guess he would have, right? Da 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 da. All right, the next one is, all right, so this is going to be, it's interesting because it shifts it over like a bar line. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's broken up a little bit. Yeah, Uptown Girl, yeah. I found out that was Billy Joel today. I thought it was like some old doo-wop group, you know? Right? Listen, baby. Man, that stuff's so good. Sing it constant. How are you doing? Did you have Captain Crunch this morning? I hope so. With crunch berries, that'd be cool. Crunch berries are cool. I prefer non-crunch berry Captain Crunch, but I'll take it if that's all you got, you know? Peanut butter Captain Crunch, I have to be in the mood for. It's kind of like, what are you doing, you know? Like, you just get Reese Puffs. If that's your thing, like, you know? Like, what are you doing? As a lead singer, that's right. Going on tour. That's the dumbest lyrics ever. I'm sorry, 80s, but seriously. I want to rock. I want to rock. I want to rock. It's like, what? Come on. Oh. Maybe when I was 10, I had, what? Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's the best. It's the best. Dude, you gotta go get some right now. Constant. Oh no, you know what? Don't get Captain Crunch, although it's a solid choice, but go get some Honey O's. You know, that's the best cereal ever. You think Captain Crunch will rip your mouth apart? Honey O's will like send you to the ER. They're so good. Oh man. Lucky Charms are good. Lucky Charms is the cereal if you think you might have a cavity, just go get a box of Lucky Charms and just put a bunch of those marshmallows in your mouth and just start chewing. You'll know. You'll be like, oh. You need to go to a dentist. Just go chew on some Lucky Charms marshmallows. You'll know right away where the cavity is. You know, you'll be screaming. True story. Right? You know. Some of you know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, that's fine. It'll go away. Delicious Special K? What? I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Special K with the 5 different names in the title? What? Man, Special K was like, my mom would buy that in the summer. We'd go to the grocery store, and we'd always go down the cereal aisle and be like, Mom! Mom! Cocoa Puffs! You know? And she was like, no! And we'd always get freaking Special K, corn, stupid cornflakes, like Raisin Bran, the dumb cereals. Best cereal ever. Oh, dude. I am like a 5-year-old though. But Agent, I hope you had a great sleep. It's good to see you. Honey, ancient grains, almonds. Yeah, no. There should be no nuts. Anything that has to do with the bran or whatever should be has no business being a cereal. You just go eat bread or something. Right? Do you eat like what do you call it? Grape nuts or whatever? Those things. My nephew got his candle that has a shape like a cereal bowl and it smells like Fruit Loops. That's awesome. Piece of plain bread right from the package. Yeah. Just go. Oh, my wife gets like, I like just white bread, right? I like nothing in it. Bleach the crap out of the flour. I don't want no nonsense on my bread. But my wife gets like the 50 grain. There's like oatmeal all over it and stuff. It's like, oh, you're eating it and you're like chewing seeds. Like it's like I feed the birds and I'm like, this is bird seed in my bread. What is this? Your body doesn't digest it. You poop it out. You know, so it's just a waste. It's like, just give it to the birds. You know? Friend's like, it's fiber. It helps me. I'm like, you don't even digest that. Like, you literally poop it out. You know? Literally. Your stomach's like, bruh, what is this? Just send it on through. I'm not dealing with that. It's like a 50 ways to leave your lover. Oh my god, I can't even play that beat. Right? Something like that? Something I don't remember. I learned it at one point, but I forgot it. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Dr. Gad. Dr. Gad, right? Steve Gad, yeah. But I hate that bread. I hate it. My wife, sometimes she's like, I made you a grilled cheese. I'm like, slow down. First off, what kind of bread did you make it with? She's like, I made it with your bread. I have my own bread in our house. I'm like, thank you. Because, like, I don't know. There's not a large enough amount of cheese and butter that could fix that bread. Sorry. It's not even bread. It's literally just, it's a bird seed with yeast. He's Hezekiah trying to explain how to play it. That's awesome. Oh. Steve is, honestly, he's one of the most innovative, not just in his playing, but just like the modern interpretation of the drum set. He was like one of the cats that got us out of that, like out of this setup, you know. He was such a good drummer. Such a neat guy too. Watch his Rick Ballard, it's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. There's a video I just watched.
Oh my god!
Rico.
Oh my god! Oh god! Oh
He's
my
a
god.
woman!
Oh my god!
Thank you!
God.
With the 5. That's so nice. Thank you. That's very, very nice. Thank you. I was gonna say, speaking of like high interviews, there's an interview with Elvin Jones talking with someone about it, and he's just like, I was like, oh man, it's so funny to watch. But I'll have to check out the Steve one. He's a Woman, thank you. That's so nice. Everyone, yesterday was He's a Woman's birthday, so big, again, happy birthdays. Did you have cake for breakfast? I would be so having cake for breakfast. Yeah, how's it go? Something like that. Paul Simon. Put the cake in your cereal. Nice. Nice. It's hard for me to have cake right now as an adult, just cake. Like, I always have to have it with ice cream or something, like a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I always have cake like a la mode. You know? I don't know. Unless it's like really good cake, then it doesn't need ice cream, but some cakes, like especially like bought-in cakes, they suck. They just need a little extra something. I don't know how to describe it, but they just need something. All right. I need some fuel. All right. I can't get high, but I can drink coffee. Make sure I could have it today. That's awesome. It depends too. Sometimes you have those cakes where they put like fruit in the middle of the layers. And that can be cool if it's done right, but sometimes it makes the cake like all mushy and gross because the cake's been like sitting around, so all like the strawberries get all brown and weird, and you're like, you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you ever go to those parties where they leave the cake out and you're like, there's strawberries in here just like rotting inside? Like, this is a terrible idea, but they're like, oh, we'll leave the cake out so people can see it. It's like, oh, it's literally composting right now inside this cake. And then they give it to you and you're like, oh, gross. I don't know. I like going to birthday parties when the cake is like, it's refrigerated, they treat it with respect, there's no messing around. The cake is the party, right? Muscle knows. American cakes because of all the cake flavor stuff that doesn't actually taste like. No, for real. That's what I mean. Like, bought-in cakes, if you go to like a store and get one from like, I don't know, like Ralph's or whatever, all bakery, like chain, like grocery store cakes or whatever, Costco cakes are pretty good, but they all have like this taste. I know exactly what you're talking about. It tastes like plastic. I don't know what it is, but a homemade cake, oh man, it's so good. But it's like, I don't know what it is, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I think it's in the frosting. Something with the frosting. In fondant, I hope to God that craze is over. I lived in LA when that was like, like the cake boss and all the cake shows, that was like the thing. So people would have birthday parties, but they'd try to like get these like crazy cakes, and those cakes suck. Fondant sucks. No one likes the taste of it. It's terrible. So you just be like, can we just have a normal cake, please? Can we stop with this like cake crap? So yeah, I think we're over that now. Thank God. That was such a craze. Everyone wanted that like at their parties. Yeah, constant. It's edible. Like, that's like the frosting. It's awful. It's terrible. And you're just like, I just want a piece of cake. And they're like, yeah, but this one's like shaped like a drum set. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to eat a drum set. I just want cake, like a piece of cake. I don't care if you spray painted it, or airbrushed it. Like, cake should just not be. Just make a cake. Sin, what's up? Hi, I'm ranting today. Ice cream cake is very good. That is true. Some people skimp on the ice cream cake, though. They just put ice cream in there and like maybe like a little cookie or something. I've had some pretty weak ice cream cakes. I'm like, you didn't even try. I like, you get like the brownies and the cookies and all the things. A good ice cream cake should be like an experience, You're like, it's like you're mining, Bill! Holy crap, 44 months. Banana cake infused with caramel liqueur. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Bill, hi, thank you. That's such a long time. It needs layers, yeah, right? It's like, you should be like, yeah, Ice cream cake should be like Minecraft, and you should need like a big knife, like a big butcher knife to cut through it. You know what I'm saying? If it's just just have ice cream. If you're, like why waste people's time? Giving them the weird piece of cake on a plate that's gonna melt. Just give them ice cream. But if it's a good ice cream cake, there's all kinds of stuff in there. I don't mess around. Seriously. Friendships have been decided on what they served at their parties, And some parties I know what to expect. I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be good. And then you go to some parties, you're like, this is gonna suck. They're gonna get like whatever off-brand Walmart sugar cookies is gonna be the dessert. And you're just like, you show up and you're like, sure enough, yeah, there's the cookies. It sucks. This party sucks. We just got a 6-pack of crumble cookies. Crumble cookies. What are those? I would eat those. Those sound good. Toddler birthday parties hinges on cake quality. It's so true. It's so true. The worst. I'm just gonna say one more thing. I feel like I could talk about this a lot. If you serve cupcakes at a birthday party, like, I hate that. Even adults, I don't get it. Like, just give me a piece of cake and a fork so I don't have to, like, rip apart this thing with so much frosting on it that is just, like, there's more frosting than cake, and then you're taking it apart. It's getting all over my hands. It's, like, flopping around. Like, I gotta get this other knife to cut off all the, like, just give me a piece of cake. Don't, Crumble, only in Minnesota? Maybe. I'm thinking crumble cookie, like, I guess like a sugar cookie, maybe like coffee cake. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll look them up. Cupcake is greater. Cupcake. Yeah, more cupcake than the frosting. Subway. Hi. I agree. Yeah, people just overdo it with the frosting. And it's like gross frosting usually. At her best friend's birthday party, they had to be 6 or 7. Cake is served, and she walked over in front of several parents and said, "They don't have chocolate cake. I want to go home now." I remember you saying that. I love that. So much respect for her. Yeah, she's like, we got to get out of here. This party sucks. They got crumble in most states. Yeah, crumble cookies. Yeah, I'm thinking of it. I can't picture it, but I'm picturing it like a coffee cake. But I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. It's nice to... I'm waking up. It's a chill day at our house. Nothing's planned. No yard work. I'm definitely not doing anything outside today. We're going to go see a movie later with the kids. And we're going to take some neighbor kids. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking. So we're going to have like we're going to have like 5 or 6 kids that I'm taking to the movies. That's going to end horribly. Someone will cry at the end of the night, I'm sure. Why can't I have more candy? That family has all the candy. I'll be like, they love their kids. Shut up and watch the movie. And then I have to go to the bathroom. I'm like, this is why I told you to go before the movie. Always. But they're excited, Ice cream cheese frosting. Wait, the only frosting that is edible is cream cheese. Oh, cream cheese frosting. Yeah, it's really good. Really good. We're going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy Trace. So, yeah, they're all excited. It's like our neighbor kids, they're like the same age as our boys. So, like, they're always, like playing together. So they're like, can we go to the movies? And I was going to do it last weekend. I forget what happened. But something happened. But yeah, we're gonna attempt it. We'll see what happens. I'm probably not gonna I don't know, get to watch any of the movie because popcorn will be spilling, kids will be going to the bathroom, talking. Yeah, yeah. No, they want to take their money. my kids. So respect. They're like, can we take our money and buy candy? I'm like, yes, but also I know what they're thinking, like that they're going to be able to just spend all their money on candy and that I will let them eat it all at once, you know? And I'm like, no, I don't want to be dealing with a throw up kid in a movie theater. So, you know, bring a pillow and a blanket. Compete in singing. Compete in singing. Like a competition? Like who puts candy in the pot? No. Ew. Who does that? Seriously, that's weird. No. That's weird. I'd like to know, like, that if I put my hand in my popcorn, I know what I'm gonna get. I don't want some surprise like M&M popping up in there. Eurovision. Oh, okay. Throw Up Kid, my new. Seriously, you don't want to throw up. No. Ryan, hi. Suya Cakes just ate way too much. Muffins. What kind of muffins? Like blueberry? Oh, the best muffins? Costco has the best muffins. I'm just saying, if you're talking about like store-bought muffins, Costco. You know what I'm talking about? You get like the tray and they're like these, they look like mushrooms from like dinosaur times. Like they're massive. They're so good. I know, yeah, Eurovision, that's like a pretty big deal, right? We don't really have anything like that here. We have like, I don't even know if it's still on, American Idol and that. I don't know. Is it? I know America's Got Talent, maybe. I don't know if American Idol is still around. It's many countries, yeah. So is it like a competition? Like if, let's say, Sweden's singing, is everyone like, woo? And then if Germany gets up, you're like, boo, you suck. Or is it like everyone is it not a competition? The Mario movie, yeah. Yeah, my youngest had his birthday party at the theater, and they saw the Mario movie, yeah. All my kids at age, when they turned 7, we let them have a birthday party at the movie theater. We don't do it every year because that's crazy. But we did it with our first kid, and then the second one was like, hey, I have a birthday party at the movie theater. And we were like, fine. And then the youngest was like, when I turn 7, I get one, right? And we're like, oh. So, yeah, we went. The problem was his birthday's in February. There was no kids movie. So we're like, dude, you got to wait. There's like, you can't have John Wick 3 for, you know, a bunch of first graders. So, yeah, it was fun. It was a good movie. You kind of got American Song Contest. Okay, so it is like a contest. Made a movie about Eurovision. I think I know what you're talking about. He wears like a white suit. Is it Kristen Wiig in it? Finish song. I have no clue what genre it is. Like rock fused with techno fused with cha-cha. It's odd. Yeah. Is it Cookie Monster? Basically. They're all little terrors. They're all monsters. All my kids are. They're terrible creatures. I love them, but they're awful. They're the worst. And they know it. They know it. Rachel McAdam. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, doesn't he have like a blonde wig or something? I remember seeing the trailer. I haven't watched it. But I think there was a phase of Will Ferrell movies that I didn't have to see them to know what they were. There was a point where I was like, I know what this is. He made like a basketball movie. He made, right, like the Talladega Nights. He's got like all these movies, singing contests. Like you know what's gonna happen, you know. But it's not a bad thing. But all right, let's try this. We got a few more to go, and then I'll go. I gotta go get my phone. I don't even think it's in here. I want to try these with a metronome just to see how off I am. The kids are above me. they cleaned that room before stream. So what is happening now is they're probably in there wrestling, Nerf guns running around. Because it is clean, they can now run around freely. That was a mistake on my end. Live and learn, right? You learn. Parenting is just like, well, we're not doing that again. Most of the time. That's what we say. Like today, I'm gonna say those exact words after the movie. You know, the movie's gonna end. We're gonna come home. We're gonna drop the other kids off, and I'm like, well, we're not doing that again. So that's like a dad's number one phrase, I think. If you have kids and that's what you say. Well, we're not doing that again, ever again, or maybe that we're not doing that ever again. You know, it all sounds nice. Like, yeah, let's go out for burgers. Oh, let's take the kids out for ice cream. You get home, never doing that again. I remember it's never happened again. Exactly. I say that a lot. Right? I'm like, maybe we'll take the kids down to the river. We'll go fishing. Nope, not doing that ever again. All right. All right, this is weird because it's all split up. Baki. Seriously, I say that a lot. Probably way too much. That's so weird because it's like it moves, it shifts around. It's 3 in a row, but it's like I don't know, that's hard. The next same thing, the kick drum will be on 1, so it's still like an over the bar line thing now. I'm gonna be a bad Dan. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna try all these because I feel pretty good about these. Not that I feel like oh, I'm killing it, but I feel like this is helping me running through all these different things. I'm not thinking of it now. I hear the piano on. I hear the drums of the piano. So my middle son, he always puts on loops and he plays around. It's cool to hear. I love it. But the point is, like, running through these, I think, is helping me just like feel more independence, I guess, with everything. It's making me think more about this and less of this. So this, I'm forgetting about it and like setting it and forget it. This has to like hold its own. Or if I'm just playing this, ding, 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 I focus on just this, right? So it's like I'm actually giving this, my right hand, a little independence of like, all right, I trust you to go, you know, all right, you can go on your own for a little bit, you know, and then I can focus on this. So it's kind of neat. Like I'm trusting that this is gonna stay together, and then every now and then it doesn't. I gotta catch it, but I'm gonna keep going. So now it's the complete opposite. It's 3 basses with a snare or tom. What page is this stuff on? So I am on Beyond Bop Drumming by John Riley, page 24 and 25. I'm on page 25 right now. I'm on line 5. So right here. So it's like boom, boom, boom. Scene switching. Right? So it's like doom, 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 doom. Boom, 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 right? In the snare. Now John's very smart. Look at Elvin, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that tie. Look at that shirt. Such a bad dude. Such a good. Look at those pants. All right. But he says, your goal should be to build your endurance so you can play all pages nonstop at 150 plus. Practice with the 32 measure loop CD, which we'll do that later. Look at that. I got a plastic record. So like we'll get to that eventually. I'm not really worried about like, I got to play along, but the whole point is to play through these each twice. So like play 1 bar or 1 line. It's like 1, 2, go to the next 1, 2. You should just play through all of these and be able to like turn the page. That's what he's saying. Like, 150 plus, play through all these relaxed. But I mean, if you add all this up, that's a lot. So part of it's like keeping your right hand just going ding 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 while playing all these comping patterns. And in theory, you should be chill. You should be like eating a sandwich or something while you're doing it. Like, don't even notice how fast this is because I'm a god. That's how you have to, You know what I'm talking about. You see those jazz players and they're like, they look like they can't even be bothered, Altcha, hi. It is good to see you. It has been a while. Oh my goodness. Hi. But you watch certain players and just like Tony, like if you watch Tony Williams as a kid with Miles, I mean, the stuff he was playing at age 16? Like it's insane. But I mean, that's like the benchmark, right? Maxwell, what's up? Hi. How are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday. My hi-hat is moving. It's it's getting away from me. It's creeping. They see the hi-hat's like they see me creeping. Da, 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 da. That's it fast, but that's crazy. Miss Swing. Hello, friend. Hello, Max, friend. But Mr. Swing, it's good to see you. Hi. I'll slow it down. That's way too fast. But that's like, I mean, that's probably barely 150. So that's what I mean. John is like, oh yeah, 150 plus. Play through these like very relaxed. Like you can't even be bothered, and like change the page. You know, it's like, oh okay, yeah, just I'll just do that. It's a lot. So that one, I mean, it's just shifting it over. So now I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. So the hit with the hand happens on the second note. So it's on beat 3. So it's that pull up, right? As opposed to, right, as the downbeat. So it's on that pull. So crazy, just shifting it over. It's a completely different thing. Now if we shift it over again, the snare is going to be on 4, but it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right? So it's kind of like a over the bar line thing. Whew. Next one, the hand will be on 1. So it's going to be like 1 and 2 and 1. Or, I'm sorry, 1 and 2. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? Woo! That's very fast. I cannot hang at that. I'm gonna take a break, have a little coffee. Anyone have any questions or concerns? Be like, Dan, you look like you're in a lot of pain. It is a cool kind of pain. It's hard to describe. It's like a workout pain, right? Like my muscles are like, hey, we're not used to this. So finding like that, I'm finding it's easier to relax more in the moment than like having to stop and relax. I'm finding I can like quick make an adjustment, which it feels good. I'm figuring out what muscles to use and how to efficiently use less muscles and go faster, you know? Yeah, they're burning, Crucial. They're burning. And that's not good, but it's also good. Like I shouldn't be using my forearms at all, actually. The only thing like you should be really using, or the main muscle at the tempos I'm at, I guess forearms okay, but the muscle, it's all in the grip. So like this, it's like it's a flick, right? So like maybe the muscle like back here, this shouldn't be hurting, and it kind of is, right? Because I think I'm not going super fast. There's a point where these muscles aren't going to do anything, right? Because they're just going to slow me down. Where you're going to rely on these quick movements here in this grip, right? Right. It's you're throwing the stick and pushing, right? Like that flick. And your fingers are bringing it back. Right, ba ba ba. Woo! I love it. Cheers. I'm gonna sip. I'm gonna slurp. All right, so the next one, we're getting away from unison notes. My boys, I hear them upstairs. Ride sound is nice. Yeah, it's a pretty ride. My gauge is it's a 54-ish, somewhere around there, like early 50s, judging by the stamp. I've checked on all like those Zildjian stamp sites and all that, and that's the size of it. That's what I gather, but it could be very wrong. It's probably like a 90s. It's really like a 94 ride, but I'm pretty sure it's a 50s. All right, we're gonna keep going. So the next one is kick, snare, snare, snare. Kick, snare, snare, snare. Right, so we're going to have a note on every quarter note, which is the first time for this. Trickier than I thought it would be. I'm tasting Flonase. I took my Flonase, and it's like, ugh. Anyone know the joys of nasal spray? Coming to haunt you like an hour later, you're like, ugh, get out of my nose. Mike is here. Them bongos. Is that there, them bongos? Slap it the bongos. How you doing, Mike? Happy Saturday. Cheers. I'm jazzing. I'm trying to get jazzier. You know, that's feeling good. I'm not gonna lie though, guys. It's very hard. It's very hard to like feel it at first, but I feel like it's starting to click a little bit. Can I just like put on whatever on the ride and just go and improvise yet? Absolutely not. But a year ago, I tried to do that with just basic comping, and it was like not even a thing I could do. So we'll get there. We're getting there. The next figure is 3 bars of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, now it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It's tricky. I'm gonna go pee real quick, like real fast. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get the metronome too, and we'll keep going. Woo! Working. It's working. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I'm stuck. What? Come here. How? Okay, there we go. Ugh. I was met with, can we play Fortnite? And I was like, no, talk to your mother. The joys. All right, let's see. Let's try something. All right, if I get my chord here. I'm not going to play to a metronome. But I'm curious. So we're around 150 where we need to be, maybe, like barely holding on. So okay, I just wanted to do a tempo check. I'm happy with that. These are very, very weird, but so awesome. I'm glad I'm being a bad Dan. I wish I had a collared shirt on. I'd flip my collar up extra, just to be like, yeah, bad boys for life. Bad boy alert. It's really helping me feel like the ride and how the kicks and the snares and the hands all play in conjunction with that fast ride pattern. So the next one is 1, 2, 3, 4. So hand, hand, foot, hand. Yeah, they want to play Fortnite. One wants to play Battlefront. One wants to play Fortnite, and the other one's like, oh, a video game. Doesn't even know what he wants. Kids. Okay. That's not bad. Next is 3, so it's the complete opposite. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh. my shoe. The fast tempo's knocked it loose. Feeling good. Nothing hurts. Nothing's burning. It's awesome. Rough. Smitty, thank you. This is a 14 by 5.5 Tama quilted maple snare. Let's see if I can get it up. Beautiful snare. Really, really, it's actually like an orchestral snare. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got reinforcement rings on there. Woo! But it's tuned to G sharp. So it's up there. Ambassador coded on it. But high tuning for sure. Love it. All right, I don't know. We've never done this stuff before, so this is all new. We're going to the next page. All right, so now it's the opposite. 1 snare, 3 basses. I'm doing all these. I'm doing them. All right. Ain't backing down. Right? So it's snare, kick, kick, kick. Or hand, kick, kick, kick. 1, 2, 3, 4. The page flipped. Was it the Book of the Dead that's possessed? This book might be possessed too. It's got some crazy stuff in it. New Jenner, hi. It's awesome to meet you. Thank you. It's hard, man. This is not my thing, but we're getting there. We're working out of John Riley's book, second book, Beyond Bop Drumming. Fast tempos, like the comping stuff. Man, it's hard. Woo! It's tricky. It's tricky for this old old rock punk drummer. We're getting it though, slow and steady, right? Super tricky. All right, next, put the hand on 3. It's really hard to switch back and forth between straight and then swinging it. Woo! Shocker. They still keep growing up. That's right. Never ends, right? Thank you, dude. Thank you. Hopefully, still, you're living in peace, right? On this beautiful Saturday. Everyone have nice weather where you live. It's gorgeous here, actually. It's really nice. We need rain. You know, it hasn't rained in a while. And we planted all those trees and all that stuff, so they could use a good rain. But yeah, hopefully the weather's good. Back from HIIT and stretch classes with the kiddo. Gonna be 90. Oh my gosh. What's HIIT? Like baseball? 90. Wow, man. You guys are in the hot area. No rain in sight for the next few months. High intensity interval training. Wow. That sounds like it hurts. That's awesome though. I love it. Whew. That's how I feel with this. It's a little intense. The next one's crazy. I don't know. I could show you guys. Maybe. Vegan taco eater, hi. Love your driving skilled and chill, and it's pretty chill. Oh, thank you. Let's go. Our weather here, I'm in Northeast Pennsylvania, so it's like 70-ish, maybe? I don't know, but it's supposed to cool down a little bit again, so. Here's hoping. But yeah, we're getting into like thunderstorm weather and stuff. So we'll see. Boom, boom, boom. But I appreciate that. Thank you. And speaking of tacos, I saw online. It's like, it's okay if we fall apart now and then. Tacos do the same and we still love them or something. Something like that. About tacos falling apart. But let me show you what's up next. Or hopefully you guys can maybe see. It's essentially 3 kicks and 3 snares, but they overlap. So like the next one's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's wild. It's kind of like Joe Picaro's book, right? But I don't know. It's like, it's going to be weird. That sounds like a lot. 30 seconds, rest 30. In the cake agent. Yeah. Where's the cake in that equation? That's wild, Shocker. That's awesome, though. That's crazy. I'd be like, yeah, grab some can we get some pizza or something? When's like 30 seconds of pizza happening? Right? That'd be awesome. It's like those marathons, like where you stop every like mile and have like a pint of beer or something. Those beer marathons. You ever see that? My wife used to run Ironman races and marathons, and I saw some crazy stuff. But there were people that would like want beer like halfway through or something. I don't know why, but the craziest thing was it was the Arizona Marathon, the Phoenix Marathon. I was standing by this lady, and the marathon started at like 6 in the morning or something, like crazy early. So this is like 10, 11, like the marathon, it's like finishing up, right? Right at like the last like 5 miles. And this lady had a bag of McDonald's, and I was like, oh man. Like I'm standing there waiting for my wife to run by so we could be like, woo, me and my buddy. And this guy, you know, he's like, you know, probably 28 miles into this marathon or whatever. that's a lie. Marathons are what, 27 miles? So he's probably like 25 miles. Yeah. And he comes running up to this girl. Like, he's still running. Like, he doesn't slow down, but she, like, gets 2 burgers out of this bag of McDonald's. Like, 2, like, double quarter pounders or something. She's holding them out. And this guy runs by, grabs the burgers, and he's like, he's like running. It was like woofing these burgers down, and I was like, yeah, that guy's amazing. So it's pretty funny. So those beer runs, yeah. I don't know what it is. Like, I guess the beer has stuff in it that keeps you going. For me, it's the exact opposite. I would just want to fall asleep and puke. Yeah, 100%. But I don't know. I'm not a runner. I have no desire to run anywhere for anything. You know? Your friend does those? It's great. My wife, so much I respect it, but I watch her train and all the people that do those, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Well, you know? Yeah, I just have no desire. My couch is pretty awesome. You look like in a lot of pain right now. I just like, it's not my thing. Yeah, I can just drive there. Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's try this. This is where it's going to start getting hard. I can already tell. Thanks for nothing. Pretty much, right? might stop at these. These are hard. I can play them slow, but man, that's a trip. Love it. I'm done. My brain's like, you're done, kid. That's what my brain just said. It's like, you're done. You're done. What are you even doing? You're done. That was intense. Today was intense. Not gonna lie. I meant to do like a page, and we did a lot. But I feel good. my brain's like, nope. Speaking of, I watched that movie, Nope. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Time for grilling. That's right. Man, well, I don't even know what time is it. It's 1:16. Yeah, I'm gonna go have lunch. I gotta vacuum. We're gonna do some cleaning, probably chilling, and then the movies tonight. So I don't know. Maybe we'll go out to eat. Maybe we'll go out for some pizza or something. My wife is a teacher. She works her butt off. No joke. Man, I couldn't do her job. Teachers are an insanely rare, amazing thing. People that actually care about teaching. But maybe we'll just like take a day and just go get some food and chill and then go see a movie, right? Level 8 dad intensity. Grilling, right? Time for ice cream. Our local ice cream, not Manning's. Manning's open all year round, but the soft serve, the local soft serve dairy, opens on Monday. I don't know why not this weekend, but I think it's because like they hire a lot of college kids. So yeah, soft serve is coming up. Thank you. So honestly, it's a pleasure to meet you. Fun hugs, dude. That's right. It's good to see you, Crucial. I know you're busy, and I hope everything's good. An appetizer. It's good to see you. Who even goes out for pizza? That's ordering. It's fun. Like with kids. I was exposed to stuff, I guess, like to go out to eat or do stuff, and I forget sometimes. Like, I know I'm over it, but like my kids still like to go out to eat. It's a big deal, go out and get a pizza. They're like, whoa, just the atmosphere. So maybe we'll do that. We'll see. My wife's probably gonna be like, no. You want to take the kids out even longer? No. So we'll see. I'll see you guys in the morning. Everyone be good. Have an amazing day. One bite. Everyone knows the rules. Yeah. I'm actually hungry. I think that's what it is. My brain's like, go eat food. So thank you for hanging. Today was awesome. We're going to continue tomorrow. And we're getting there. Slowly but surely. I love you guys. Be good. Good afternoon. Goodbye.